passion. Oh, you miss my touching. You do. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy. Make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it. I wanna see it. See how. Rewind. When we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help got this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way. We've been dancing all night long. Right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now. But I'm done waiting. Done wasting my time. Got this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way. On my way.
Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Hey everybody, this is Steve from SCOARTGLASS, and on this channel I hope to help you discover the beauty of stained glass, learn tips, tricks, and techniques so that you can create your own stained glass artwork. I appreciate everybody joining me tonight. We are continuing on with the soapbox project, but if you're just getting started in stained glass and you're looking for some videos that maybe kind of help you out in getting started, well, you can check out this playlist here. That is our Learn Stained Glass series, and we have a series on, a playlist on stained glass tools as well, and some of the things that I've done in the studio to kind of help me along as well. And then I also have the Stained Glass Live playlist along with some completed projects as well. So be sure to check out those playlists if you're interested in getting started in stained glass. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you get notified when I load new content. Now, I am also excited about next Friday's stream. This is going to be another episode of the Artist Spotlight interview, and I'm excited to announce that we are going to be interviewing wrong one, sorry about that, guys. We are actually going to be interviewing Rachel with Some Bear Glass Craft, so that's going to be exciting. Good information there. Great artist. Another YouTuber, content creator on YouTube, and I'm really excited about this particular stream. So if you're, not busy, really hope that you join us for that particular live stream. That's going to be a great interview. Now, if you do want to support the channel, there is different ways. We do have merch for our t-shirts that we have. You can check out the SCOARTGLASS.com website for that. And also you can buy me a coffee. You can check that. That link is over in the or over in the chat pin there. And also it'll be in the description below. So let's go over and check some of the comments. I see some coming in already. Well, hello. Welcome, Renee. Appreciate you coming in. Yes, I do. I love Rachel too. She's I've been following her on Instagram, and then she popped up her YouTube channel. I guess earlier this year. I think is when I first got presented to me that she was on YouTube as well. So I subscribed to her, and we've kind of had some discussions back and forth. And I reached out and asked her if she would do an interview, and she said yeah. So I'm really excited about that. So, but I do appreciate you coming in. We are going to get started on the soapbox project tonight. We're going to continue on. We're going to be soldering tonight. And I got a couple different angles set up for tonight because the way this box is structured, if I did completely overhead, you may not be able to see some of the stuff I'm doing. So I do have a side camera set up, and hopefully during the stream, I will angle it a certain way so that you can kind of see what I'm actually doing as well. With that, let's go ahead and jump right in. So this is where I'm gonna, hey, you don't need to see my phone, do you? This is where we'll be working tonight. I do have my, I did go through and tack solder some of this up tonight just to kind of help us out a little bit. Then I went ahead and tack soldered this so that way it's not, moving around and so forth like that. But we will actually start off with the overhead, and we're going to be doing the overlay technique. So I went ahead and did the overlay, and I actually cut out with my razor knife. So if you remember last week, I had it completely covered with copper foil. And then I put my, I put my letters on, and then I just kind of traced around it, and then came back with my razor knife and cut those particular areas out. So it'll make it a little bit easier as far as soldering up. And those small pieces would have been, pretty tough, and some of those will expand out pretty large. So I just wanted to make sure that decided to use that and use one piece of glass. So this is clear texture, a little bit of a clear texture glass. Put on my gloves. So I'm going to get my gloves on here, and we will go ahead and get started on the soldering. So Renee, are you new to stained glass or been doing it for a while? I always like to get to know people. So I may ask you questions back rather than you ask me questions. So, but feel free to ask me questions. I'll try and answer what I can. Go ahead and pull over my solder iron's been warming in the back there. So I just want to get it up close to me. Stuff out of the way. So once I cut all that out, I went back and I actually burnished it down really well, just to make sure, because as I start adding flux, I don't want that flux getting up underneath, and then as I heat it up, it will kind of lift and come apart from the glass. So hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully I burnished it down well enough. So I do use gel flux for when I solder. It usually stays put where I put it, which is good. And it's not too hard to clean off. The liquid flux just goes everywhere, so I just really don't like it. And then the wax is even better in a sense, but it's pretty hard to clean off. So I kind of went with a medium that will be easy to go, or easy to clean off. So we'll go ahead and I'll make sure I get enough picture for you so you can actually see what I'm doing. So I just kind of go through here and get this going. I said, I'm a small piece solder at a time. I know a lot of people are able to just put that solder on there and just go. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to let that kind of dry off. I'll come back and clean all that up. Once I get to a stopping point, I will actually add some music in here. Because sometimes I get so concentrated on what I'm doing and I forget to talk. But if at any time you got questions, just leave them in the chat and I'll be looking up and try to answer what I can for you. So the other project that I've been doing or getting started on is the cat panel project. And you can check out the previous streams to see a picture of it. I will continue doing that. That one I will end up doing a video on because I need to kind of really concentrate on that. Is a commission, and I want to make sure that I'm not, somewhat distracted while I'm doing it, but I will be able to kind of speed through it a little bit quicker instead of waiting to do it on the stream. So I'm going to do a good video for that particular project. It's one of the larger projects that I've done. So I'm really looking forward to that one. So this is just the first base of solder down. I will actually be able to come back and get a little bit cleaner solder on it once this dries and really hardens up well. Okay, I'm going to let that kind of settle out, and I'll be able to come back and clean all that up. So now the rest of this, I do want to tin the top before I put the top piece on. So I'll take care of that real quick. And then we'll finish soldering this box up. Let me go ahead and get a little bit of music going on here. Can you hear that okay? Was it too loud? From a nice lady that sold me her dad supplies after her. Oh, well, that's nice. Too bad about the dad. I feel sorry about that, but well, good. I'm glad you're able to get some supplies. I do carry some stuff on my site. I am a affiliate for Amazon, so you can actually go through check out my website and see if there's anything in there that you've been looking for. I try to put things that I would use that aren't too expensive, but yet are good products to be able to use to get started in. I know it can be expensive to get started at times, depending on what you're getting. So. I just hope the music's not too loud. I've got my headphones on, so I can't hear the volume real well. Okay, so now that I've got this and the bottom, now we can go ahead and do the sides here. Well, so always wanted to learn, but finally started gathering supplies about a year ago. Okay. Nice lady that sold me dad supplies after she passed away. So some nice pieces. Of old. Some kind of like antique glass. Yeah, Mackenzie's good too. She's another one. I do want to reach out to Mackenzie. She is good. She's a really good artist. The Streeters, yes, yes. Artie RVs, the Streeters, yes, they're wonderful people on camera. They've been doing it a long time. A lot of experience there. And then, yeah, they make their own glass. I think they do glass blowing as well. They're really full on glass artist. Majorly been doing it for a long time. Okay. Let me remove that. So now once we get this done, we'll move over to the big box. Now inside this is going to be lighted. So it's going to have an LED light that's going to go in the bottom that will light this baby up. And I did a quick test of it last week, and it's going to look pretty good, I think. Oh, didn't mean for that to happen. Need to get around the inside edge here. So this is where kind of the other camera comes in, and the wonderful split camera. Well, hello, welcome, Cindy. Yeah. Out there I could find. I'll check out your site. I don't have access to any live classes. Made about a dozen pieces, but my work is so rough still. Oh, well, I tell you what, if you contact me through the website, SCOARTGLASS.com, I actually am offering a live class using a kit and using a project. So if you're interested, it's like a Zoom class, and that way you could get live help and ask questions and shown and so forth like that in real time as you're doing the project. So if you're interested in that, check out SCOARTGLASS.com, and you can just contact me through there, and I can give you more information on it. Let me switch over to this other cam and see. So now, kind of a split cam, and you can see me here. So I'm going to do some inside tinning just to protect it on the inside, just to make sure it's got some solder on it. Cindy, thank you for coming. Yes, I will show the letters for you. 1 second. Oh, actually, I think you guys can get. Oh no, it's out of the shot a little bit. Um, let me get it in the shot for you. They still have to be cleaned up, of course. Get this torn off here. Uh, so I'm still going to be cleaning them up. I just got the first layer of solder down on them. So you can kind of see the letters here. Now I need to go ahead and solder all the rest of this. Is that better? um, I'm in a big enough room that I don't have one, but I'm also using gel flux. So it once in a while, depending on the actual solder that you're using, is how much smoke it'll actually produce. Um, because of the flux and that whole chemical reaction, I guess. But I've noticed with this gel flux that I use that it does not smoke nowhere near as much as if I use the liquid flux or anything else like that. So um, my room is big enough, and it's got some air flowing in the back over there, so it kind of keeps the fumes away from me. Um, so I think okay. Haven't had any major issues or anything else like that. So with it kind of going up in my face. So you're wondering, oh, okay. So Cindy's asking a question. So I'm wondering, should we add bubbles going up? So you're talking on the glass, just add some bubbles and solder, like little real nice round cutouts. above the soap bar. Oh, it's like additional, just to kind of, that's interesting. Potentially, we can talk after this and kind of see. That might be kind of an interesting effect. Alrighty. And then we'll come back and clean all this up later. Let that kind of set off there. I got to have that top open for right now for when we place it on the box. So we're going to bring this over and start on the box here. And we'll start, actually, I'm going to start on the sides and then get that piece started there. Try and get it up to where I can see it a little bit better for you guys, more centered. Any more questions? Checking it. Okay, I'll check it out because it may just be a matter of just adding some wire for it to be floating. So may not be a big issue because I'll have to add it onto here. So I have to think about that before I add on to the top. Let me go ahead and try and get this tape off of here. So, Renee, if you're still there, I was kind of interested in that glass that you said that you got. Is it like some old antique glass, or just, generally just old glass? When you say some old glass, just maybe some stuff that they don't make anymore. Do you know what type of glass it is, or who made it? Oops, got a little drip there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get through most of this on the stream tonight. And I probably may go longer than an hour, just so I can get most of it done on the stream, and then I will then finish it up. And then release a shortened version video of it, showing everything completed with the remaining patina and everything else, what it ended up turning out to look like. Okay. Right. Now we'll get some going here. Let's see here. Did you ever complete the bus drawings? I think it's the next project. So he's asking me, did I ever complete the bus drawings, the VW bus drawings? Yes, I did. I will be putting those patterns or putting that option available to order up on my website here soon. I did complete them, and I'll put a rendering of the different colors, and you're going to have an option to choose what color you want your VW bus done in, what glass color. I've got a couple options of glass colors that you can choose from. And then Renee. So I wish I knew more. A few had labels, had a lot of scrubbing to do to clean them up properly. Probably kept them. Oh yeah, so they probably had a lot of, debris caked on and so forth like that. Yeah, I had seen a couple artists had gotten a nice, really, really nice big haul of glass from somebody, but I guess they kept their studio outside, or when they did glass, they did it outside. So a lot of their glass they actually kept outside, and so it got a lot of like caked on stuff. So yeah, that probably would have been tough to clean, depending on how many years it sat in the garage, not getting anything, or wherever they had it stored. So let's go ahead and do this side now real quick. W is a red. I think spectrum. Okay, yeah. So it kind of like maybe kind of like this, kind of water glass. See how it's got that texture on the top? Looks pretty cool. So that's this is a red spectrum. Now Oceanside, since Oceanside kind of took over Spectrum, but I think that's right. Oceanside bought out Spectrum. But yeah, I love the water glass. I'm actually using a lot of it on a current project. I'm using the red, yellow, orange water glass on another project. Actually, it's that cat panel that I talk about. So, Renee, Cindy has a question on asking you what did you clean the glass with, the ones that you had to clean up because of I guess all the grime. and some Windex. Renee, you might want to try vinegar, distilled vinegar and water mixture, but primarily vinegar to get the grime off. But it really, I actually keep a type of mixture like that in this bottle, vinegar and water, and it really cleans up glass really, really well. Really gets any caked on grime off. Yeah. That solidify. Okay. Yeah, so let's get this around here. We're almost around all the way. And then got to do the inside. Yeah, the grime does get thick. But yeah, that distilled vinegar will get right through it. And then I even after I complete projects and clean up projects, before I ship them, I clean it up with vinegar and water as well. The Windex, my understanding, the Windex, because of the chemicals inside Windex, the wax coating that a lot of people put on, or the protectant, after you do a project, over time, if you use Windex all the time to clean it, I don't have any solid evidence on this. It's just things that I've heard from other glass artists, that the Windex actually deteriorates the lead or the wax coating on it, which then allows exposure of the lead and so forth like that, and then could have some deterioration as well. So most people just clean with soap and water, and that's it. As long as you keep it regularly, you shouldn't have really any issues. especially if your pieces are indoors. If some of your pieces are exposed to the element, then you're going to want to make sure that they really are cleaning only with like soap and water or something, and not using some harsh chemical. CC 6783. It's a textured yellow sheet. So is it translucent? It could be, if it's translucent, it could be cathedral. I'm trying to think what the C. Yeah, I'm not real sure on the CC. I'm actually learning, the still learning all the glass maker, short uh, in their numbers and stuff and what it actually means. You might be able to go to, if you're thinking it's Spectrum and the other one was Water Glass, Oceanside, you could just type in that number in Google search, or at probably Google search, since you're probably dealing with Spectrum numbers, chances are. Um, and somebody might know what that stands for, or be in the description. You can figure it out from the descriptions. Turn around, get the other side here. Yeah, all this will get all cleaned up afterwards. At least go around and get all my first set of solder done, and then we'll come back. Now, as I've said on the other streams, this is actually my first three-dimensional project. Thank you, Cindy. But it's actually pretty cool doing these. So it takes a little bit more time to put together and think about it more as far as how you're going to put it together. So Cindy's cheating and she's seeing the piece before it gets done. Let's see. Renee says, He must have gotten them a while ago, since mostly are only $5 and $6 for large pieces. High texture for a beginner. So struggling score. Oh yes, if they're that large and only $5 or $6, yeah, chances are he got them a long time ago, because those size sheets aren't that much now. The only time that you will kind of see sheets like that, um, at that price, if you go to some of these sales that happen sometimes at glass shops where they're trying to, get down their inventory a little bit, and or that particular type of glass is, obsolete. So that does happen. So sometimes you can find them that cheap. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Yeah. So I'll go back through and tidy all that up later. I want to kind of get mostly everything put together here, so you guys can at least see what it's gonna might look like here. So I did put a little notch on the back side of this, just so when it's sitting down, the cord for the LED light can run through and it's not sitting on the bottom. But I am end up going to put some zinc framing on the bottom, just kind of protect the ends of pulling it up and down if it's moved quite a bit or anything else like that. Yeah, I know Cindy's careful with everything, but I just want to make sure it's protected. You can see here. One thing I just love about this medium is, there's a lot of possibilities, but I love thinking about what I can actually do with it. That's what gives me the just the love of doing this. Now, was there something that kind of inspired you to, I know in the beginning you talked about that, you always wanted to learn, but was there something that inspired you to really want to just now really pursue it, stained glass? Okay, we're going to try this again and go inside. Let me switch over to my split cam. Oh, there we go. And now we're going to try and guess I better put some in here. And so you can kind of see down that. Because this one's on the inside, I'm only just trying to get the exposed copper that's there. And then same thing on this side. It's only just exposed up because this is placed on it, so it doesn't have really an inside to get, you know, because I chose to just really keep it up on the inside. Now, there are a lot that will probably overlay more inside of it, so that way you have a solid seam on the inside. But this is not going to have a lot of weight and a lot of fumbling around with it, I don't think. So it's just easier to kind of square it up that way. So I need to pull off this tape on the inside. So I'm going to do the bottom side. You should be able to see. Let's see here. Let me adjust this camera up a little bit so maybe you can see. I'll try and do it more over here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Get a longer piece out of here so it'll be easier to handle. But it'd be better for me to go full screen, I think. Go back on the okay, get back over here. So yeah, after watching Mackenzie, she was able to quit her regular job and do stained glass for a living just a short time, but as talented as her. Hey, you always can work to it because um, there's a lot of them, a lot of people out there that started just not too long ago and are really doing really well in what they do. So don't ever get discouraged. And I didn't I didn't think I would ever get any good, and I'm still always learning, but I see improvement every time. So don't get discouraged by that. You will get there. Um, and matter of fact, Rachel also went full time uh, doing stained glass. She's got a pretty good little business going there. So um, I think we're going to talk a little bit about that when she on the interview. Going full time and stuff. So at some point maybe I'll get to that point. I don't know. To other artists, because I think we all can learn from each other and create some sense of community around artists, stained glass artists, just even on YouTube, between YouTube and Instagram, because I'm active over there as well, and got a lot of good artists over there that I follow and just love their work. So I'm always looking for new artists, in a sense, to expose, in a sense, get to introduce to other people that may have not have seen them yet. So that's what I'm trying to do. I love learning. So now I'm going to kind of do a quick tinting on the inside edge here. And then I'm going to go to the top. Okay, so now we can get to this top edge. All right, now the big deal here, right here. Getting that put on. So here we go. Yeah, forgot. I better flux better. They always told you to floss. So as a stained glass artist, you got to make sure you flux. Okay. Okay, so I need to tack that on now. Okay, I've got it tacked on all four corners. Now I need to get the inside edge. So I'm going to put it in this way on the camera, up closer, I think, and come in from the back side so you can see it. I'm not putting my arm right in the way. So I'm going to do this. It's one end. Woohoo! Need the flux. Got a flux. Okay, so now, because of the angle, I have to figure out a way here to make sure that the piece is straight up and horizontal. We can support it. There we go. Hopefully you can see that okay. Let me pull it down some. There we go. Now we go back in here, we flux again. Clean up my mess in here real quick. And I'll turn it over in just a second. I spotted some areas I needed to get on the opposite side, and I might as well get them while I'm having it down. Okay, so now we are going to flip her over and do this side. Let's do some more flexing. Okay. Now I want to see if I can get a good, decent bead here, or at least clean it up. Almost there. Okay, now flip it over. Okay. Well, we got along pretty well tonight. I'm going to do some cleanup of everything, but just to kind of give you a preview of what this might look like with a light on it. Let's take a look. I've got the wonderful LED light out, and we are going to place that LED light underneath. Ooh. Now, one thing I still got to do is we got to put a piece of paper. Actually, it's going to be shoji screen, I think, over the LED light to kind of diffuse it. And it will so when I diffuse that light, it should spread it. And you got the remote that you can put. Now, if this is not enough light for you, Cindy, let me know, and then I will go with a different solution. Let's see here. Goes down. So this is all pure white. That's the blue, which makes the box dark. That's the green that you could keep it on, which will really have the box pretty much, somewhat a little bit lit, not much, and really highlight the soap. And then that's the red. So I actually like the green, my favorite. So that green really stands out to me. So, well, I thank everybody for joining me tonight on this live stream. Just remember that we have the artist spotlight interview coming up. We would love to see you there. Again, that's with Rachel from Some Bear Glass Craft. This is going to be a great interview. So I hope to see you there. And with that, check out the playlist, and I'll see you on the next stream.